Take a look at stock futures. It's a good idea to look at them because we're going up like 240 points and up about 87 on the Nasdaq. Solid gains at the opening bell today. Come on in, market watcher David Nicholas. Are we up? Are we higher right now because maybe there's some light at the end of the shutdown tunnel?
Stuart, thanks for having me this morning. You know, I think that has a little bit to do with it, but overall, the markets have done pretty well with the government being shut down. So if you look back historically, actually, when liberty seems to do and economic activity seems to expand when governments are shut down. Now, it's unfortunate for the government workers who are affected by this, but even if you look back to Reagan, the government was shut down 8 times under Reagan. 5 of those times the market was flat or positive. Only 3 times it was negative. So, you know, there's an argument here that says the economy can do quite well even during a period like this. But I really think earnings is the big backdrop as to why markets are doing well.
Now, we've got, about 20-odd% of the S&P 500 companies reporting so far, and their profits are up an average over 15% from last year. I'm calling that strong. You in with that?
Could agree more, Stuart. I think that's strong growth. It's a testament to the strength of the U.S. economy. But one of the things that we look at, tech is a great leading indicator of how the U.S. economy is doing. If you look at a company like Amazon, I think Amazon is going to have a blowout quarter when they report. It seemed over the holiday season we had a new package arriving at our door every hour, and I think it's changed behavior. So all that bodes well. Microsoft, which I know you've talked about a lot on this show, should have another good quarter, should come in about $1.09. So I think overall expectations for earnings should continue to push this market higher. If the government opens relatively quickly and we get a trade deal with China, I think we'll see markets reach all-time highs this year.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to leave it just yet. I've got to remind you that next week, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Microsoft, they all report their earnings. Now, these are the tech titans. And I notice, David, that we've got all of them gradually moving up even before those earnings report. So you're telling us that these big techs are going to do very well. Is that opinion shared amongst other investors and market watchers?
I think it is. The one caveat I will make is Apple. You know, we've talked about Apple before. I don't think you're going to see the robust growth in Apple next week or on the 29th when they report. And so I don't think it's going to affect the overall market. But companies like Microsoft, companies like Amazon, Google, the one area of weakness I see is in Apple. And it's just, again, you have a slowdown in China that's affecting Apple's sales. You also have every single product that Apple came out with in 2018 had an entry price significantly higher than the prior year. So, Stuart, absolutely. I think the consensus is there that tech will continue to do well, but you got to make sure you're owning the right companies. And I don't think you'll see the upside in Apple that we've seen historically.
Got it. David Nicholas, thanks very much for joining us today. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon.